Hey, hi, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Wednesday, the 21st of October, 2020. We're using Tarot of the Old Path for our message today. Our cards from the bottom of the deck. This is the overall theme of energy in the atmosphere. Our first is Page of Pentacles. Oh, the card of allowing. One of the cards of allowing. The Page of Pentacles usually brings the message of everything in its own right season. I also feel a sense of divine timing on this card. And then coming with it is the Ace of Swords. We're going to pick one more off the bottom. And the Three of Swords. Ooh, well, the Ace and the Three make the Four of Swords. So that's somewhat uplifting when we see the Three of Swords. I know that Three is a cringer, and it's really a reflection of the past, which is perfect for a retrograde. So what I'm sensing here is now is the perfect season to bring brilliant clarity to something of the past that may have caused pain, loss, sorrow, grief of some kind. We're letting that go. Also, aces have the ability to neutralize the energy of challenging cards nearby. So I don't feel that this Three of Swords is a card for us to have a cringe moment over. I know that it's often a dramatic card. We usually see a heart with three swords in it. But it really does speak to something that has already occurred. And it can speak to a triangulation of energy unfolding in the present. So that could simply be three options, and maybe none of those options exactly make your heart sing with joy. And trust, though, with the Page of Pentacles here, the Ace of Swords, everlasting strength, brilliant clarity, and then adding the Ace with the Three, getting the Four, this is a great time for reflection, meditation, and being in a space of allowing whatever it is that is passing on our foundation. That's the real feeling I have of those three cards. There's something passing from the foundation that no longer serves us and may have long connections to energies in our past that no longer serve us in our present. And, you know, the lineup this week with the cards is such that we've been given the opportunity to take a peek at things that may be in the shadows. We've had the sun shining its brilliant light on shadowy experiences, the shadowy subconscious even, and in the discovery of what's there in that brilliant, beautiful sunlight, we have to come face to face with and acknowledge the fact that, you know, we've carried around perhaps a limiting belief. And this is a celebration, though. This is how we let that go. Once we see it, we don't ever live comfortably with it again, and it's not something that we're going to allow to stay there. So we're going to take our Ace of Swords, and we're going to skewer that kind of energy. We've pulled the Eight of Swords 2 days in a row, so why not keep that theme going? And it looks like we will. So we're cleaning house, spiritually speaking. Let's see what's going on from the top of the deck. Yeah, the Empress. How perfect is this? Gentle changes. 40-day cycles, nurturing, gestating. In order for what the Empress has to deliver on our foundation, we have to make way for it. So that's what's going on here in our overall theme. The Empress is quite a blessing. She, like the Emperor, is wise, experienced. He gets the nickname of being a know-it-all. She could easily have the same nickname. But perhaps it's just her beautiful grace that keeps anyone from giving her a nickname. Yes, 40-day cycles. We may be at the beginning of one right now. We are about to have some eclipse energy visit us, so check out the astrology on that. We have a full moon at the end of the month, actually on the 31st. And we are still in Mercury retrograde until at least the 3rd of November, and I do believe Mars goes direct on the 2nd or the 4th of November. So there's a lot going on in the cosmos that is having an effect upon us at this time. And I feel that that's what's charging the the atmosphere for us. This is why we're doing some review on our 3. This is why we are a bit prickly with our swords. I mean, we're picking at things in our subconscious that really could have been holding us back. And this is just the season, Page of Pentacles, to be weeding those things out of our spiritual garden. And then here's our beautiful Empress reminding us of the harvest yet to come. And we're making way for that. What comes next? The Star. Yeah. Harvesting exactly these seed thoughts, these seed desires that we planted at another time. Perhaps even a year ago. It does keep coming up for me in the cards. So I'll keep bringing it up to you because it just may create an epiphany for you in that last year at this time we were in Scorpio season. There were a lot of planets in Scorpio, a retrograde in Scorpio, and then of course the sun was in Scorpio while all of that was going on. So we did some really deep inner journey work at that time. It wouldn't have been unusual to see the Hermit a lot. A quest beckons, you know. That's one point where we began a new quest deeper in the spiritual journey. And along the way on that journey, we planted seeds of what we're holding in heart space. And now that harvest is about to blossom for us. It's ripe. It's ready to be picked. And here we are in another retrograde that's in Scorpio, going to finish in the sign of Scorpio as well. Wow. So I feel the Star is representative of the gifts we've given ourselves. Coming next, and we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. If you are having a challenge to connect to what you were up to a year ago when we were in this really intense Scorpio season, if you've got a diary, if you were taking notes back then, go back and take a look. In fact, go back here on the channel and watch some of the videos from that time a year ago. And, you know, refresh yourself. Use the retrograde for that kind of review. And that may stimulate your intuition. And the Queen of Cups is a master of intuition. She's also emotionally awake, aware, and intimate. And you may be called to that awareness, that intimacy within your own self. And that will heighten your intuition and will give you great clarity for what blessings the 3 of Swords has brought you, what blessings the Ace of Swords is now bringing you in connection to that 3. And perhaps then you'll have greater clarity for what is actually spiritually in season for you at this time. What are you giving birth to? What dreams are coming through you at this time? And then we have 6 of Swords, movement. Yeah, likely you will see the frequency upgrade in your own self, your own way of being, and how you invest your energy now as opposed to how you invested your energy a year ago. And you will have the delight of witnessing how much happiness you have poured into your soulful spiritual journey. So use the day, use the way this day is charged energetically to appreciate where you are in this blessed moment and where you were about a year ago or along the way, whatever feels right to you. Just take a peek, have some hindsight, and appreciate yourself. I feel that is the overwhelming message coming out of these cards. Appreciate yourself. You are about to give birth to something really spectacular that you have held within heart space for a long time. You may be just now starting a new gestation nurturing period for yourself because you've already claimed the harvest from last year. Isn't that exciting? And you may also be feeling a much greater connection to your intuition, feeling a sense of deep, abiding trust in your inner voice over this past year, which is encouraging you now to, from this 3 of Swords, rise up out of those old ashes and leverage that magnificent energy into your personal wheel of fortune and how you create your 10 of Cups foundation, like we saw in yesterday's reading. Okay, let's move on to Angel Answers. Ask a question if you have one. Allow these cards to be a fresh message or a confirmation for you. I love seeing that. Emphatic yes. You asked a yes, no. And you didn't like the answer. Now ask your angels. Yeah, ask your angels for any kind of guidance you require. And then pay close attention to your intuitive inner voice, because that's quite likely the way the message is going to come through for you. Through your intuition. Next. It's up to you. All of this that you see here in the cards has all been in your hands. And I feel that taking a peek back over the past year, from last Scorpio season to this, you will see how profoundly you have grown within your own self-relationship, and you will have greater trust for how it is all up to you, what you are deciding, how you are creating. One more card. I love this. You know, when the cards start on the topic of listening to your intuition, they kind of hammer it home. So they're showing us the Queen of Cups, Miss Intuition herself. Then we have Ask Your Angels, which is going to be answered through your intuition. And then we have Look for a Sign, because they will be all around you, though you will need your intuition for that. So 3 times over, it's showing up in the reading for us. Okay. Affirmation for the day from the universe has your back. We have, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. There you go, summarized perfectly, just like this deck almost always does for us. It really does recap the reading quite well. Have a beautiful Wednesday, everybody. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.